The version of myself from 6 months ago wouldn't have even given Kirby Air Riders a chance. But you can't blame me, right? Back then, the highest game on the block was Mario Kart World, and there was no way you could sell me on another racer, even if it was made by one of the GOATs, Masahiro Sakurai. But ever since that first Nintendo Direct for Kirby Air Riders, I fell in love with the game, especially as Mario Kart World was starting to get boring. Some people who played the original Kirby Air Ride on GameCube would say that this would be like a faster paced Mario Kart with a proper battle mode. So now that Air Riders has been out for a week, the real question is it actually worth the $70? What is good, y'all? It is the Young King Ken, and today I'm giving you my impressions of Kirby Air Riders 1 week since launch. And a quick disclaimer, I didn't play the original Air Ride on GameCube, and while I do like and have played some of the Kirby games in the franchise, I wouldn't say I've played enough to call myself a hardcore fan. So keep in mind, I have minimal nostalgic ties to this game. So to get started, from first glance, this game looks and feels like if you fuse the traditional kart racing elements of Mario Kart, the fast-paced gameplay of F-Zero, and the presentation of Smash Bros. It's a fresh take on the racer genre, to say it the least. This game gives you 4 main modes, so let me touch on them. So first, Air Ride. And at a glance, this is the primary mode of the game. Wouldn't say it's the most popular, but I'll save the popular one for later. The objective is simple: race against 6 opponents and finish first. And just like the objective, the controls are super simple. You legit use one button for like 90% of your actions, item usage, boosting, drifting, and more. The game is marketed to be easy to pick up but difficult to master, and I like that. There's a high skill ceiling. And I remember Sakurai mentioning in the Direct that having 6 racers gives you a better chance to win versus 24, which makes the chaotic nature of this game feel a bit fairer in a sense. Another thing I appreciate is the character roster and ride options. There are 21 playable characters, each with their own strengths and weaknesses, and 28 ride options to choose from. Each track caters to different attributes, so you can't just stack a speed character on a speed ride all the time. This game really wants you to experiment. Plus, you can customize both rides and riders with accessories and visual designs. I haven't really gone deep into customization yet though. The second mode is Top Ride, which is similar to Air Ride but uses a top-down camera. It's my least favorite of the 4 modes because the turning can feel weird at first, but I do like how you can switch between directional and curved turn controls. It's slower paced and has fun variety in the track design, great for players who find Air Ride too chaotic. Overall, the racing modes are enjoyable, but what really sets this game apart is the unlockables. You don't just get every track, racer, or vehicle from the jump, you have to work for it. The unlock system is similar to Super Smash Bros., almost like breaking a glass pane where the revealed space shows how to unlock an item. And it applies to all modes, not just racing. Now at the time of this recording, I haven't unlocked everything yet, but by judging how much this game makes you play every mode to get everything, I should be pretty decent at Kirby Air Riders by the time I do. And honestly, this game is a breath of fresh air compared to the games that lock content behind battle passes or paywalls, or that all of its unlockables are stuck behind a singular game mode. The next game mode is called Road Trip, which is the mode I recommend every new player try first after the tutorials they graciously give you. This is the game's story mode, featuring challenges from all 3 other modes: Air Ride, Top Ride, and City Trials, in which City Trials I'll mention a little later. In this single player story, you go on a road trip with your Warp Star, choosing branching paths with different challenges. Each obstacle gives you up to 3 options, and completing challenges gives you power-ups. Pay attention to those power-ups though, as they upgrade your character and can make certain stages a lot easier. The first couple of stages may feel a bit slow or too easy, but don't get it twisted, the difficulty ramps up and you will end up retrying challenges. The progression though is kind of similar to the classic mode of Super Smash Bros. And yeah, I know I'm mentioning the Smash Bros a lot, but you can really tell that this is a Sakurai project. But yeah, anywho, it's similar, but there is a heavy focus on powering up along the way. The story itself is pretty decent, with a healthy amount of cutscenes to leave you yearning to see what's next. This is pretty good for a racer, even though most kart racers don't really have much story behind them, let alone story at all. But this mode is a great way to learn the mechanics of the other modes. Honestly, Road Trip is like a training mode combined with an adventure mode. You won't complete everything in one playthrough though, so collect what you can and test out different vehicles along the way. And while Air Ride is considered as the main mode, City Trial is absolutely the most popular, and honestly the mode that will determine whether this game is worth buying for most people. Now, I did a live stream a few days before this recording, and I tried out all the modes, but I spent the most time in City Trial, and I understand why y'all kept telling me to play it. Now, here's how it works. It's you and 15 other players on a massive map called Skya, with different sections and environments to explore. It's basically a battle map, but your objective is to collect as many power-up stat boosts as possible before the time limit. And when time ends, you go for one final challenge. And there are a lot of them, from flying distance challenges to air ride races, top ride races, combat events, and more. You get to pick from 4 of these challenges at the end though, and the game recommends 1 or 2 based off of your stats. And depending on the challenge that you pick, you might compete against 1 person or 3 or 6. It all depends on your decisions. Every match feels different, as Skya has random events from bosses to in-arena races, hazards, and more. And you can sabotage other players by hitting them with items. So my overall thoughts, City Trial is the best mode in the game. Even the most skilled players will get humbled by the chaos, and casual players can still have fun. There are a lot of things I didn't mention, like the detail and customization and the fact that every mode has an online mode with both ranked and casual play. And Sakurai did confirm that there will be no major DLC or content updates outside of mechanical fixes, which might make you wonder whether there's enough content here for long-term play. And my answer to this, and to the big question, is it's worth $70, is yes. This is a game that rewards you the more you play it. The unlockables, and there are a lot, require you to explore every mode. This game feels like a passion project and a love letter to Kirby fans, with characters and tracks from almost every past Kirby title. And if you want a fast-paced racer with great battle mechanics, tons of unlockables, and depth for both casual and competitive players, Kirby Air Riders is the one for you. And even after a week, I still have tons to unlock and do, so it really comes down to how well the game holds up over time. And for those who've played it, what are your thoughts? Comment below. And thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Until the next one, I will need y'all to keep our kingdom seasoned. Y'all.